Blessed greetings everyone, 'tis I, Holy Mystic, with the last of the videos that I promised, and I'm here to simply talk about what I would like to see in the next Super Smash Bros. Since there's been all sorts of leaks about another Nintendo system somewhere over the horizon, and a lot of people wanting a new Smash to be part of it, I'm here to simply put out what I'd like to see, and the characters I think would be a good fit. The story mode is sort of a hit and miss. On one hand, it was fun to play Subspace Emissary, and there was a lot of fun to be had in the story mode for Smash Ultimate. However, there's all those theories going around that the story mode is really just about Sakurai being tired of working all the time or something like that. And everyone's just pushing them to make more Smash Brothers. And the guy's tired. Even though technically the actual story, these aren't the actual Nintendo characters, they're actually just toy/trophy versions of themselves in a different world where they can actually cross over, or it's just a child's imagination playing with their toys, that sort of thing. But if a story mode were to come out, there should be references to the past story modes and more explanation, even if it's just found in files that the characters can read. I think it should do a little better job explaining things and be a little tighter and less loose with interpretation, but let there be a solid story. And I don't think it should be part of the base game. I think it should be a thing for a future DLC, so we'd have a better chance of getting Smash Brothers quicker rather than later. Smash Run and Smash Tour. Smash Run was the game mode found within Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and it was incredibly fun. You and some other players or computer players go separately into this big maze-like thing, beat up monsters, get power-ups, and then once time is done, you all converge into one place and you either fight each other, beat each other to the top of a race, or run to the finish line, or just what have you, and your janked up powers are incredible. Smash Tour was more like a board game kind of thing, and though it wasn't as engaging in that sense, it's one of those things you can just kind of chill and play to, and not have to worry about adrenaline pumping, except when fights would occur. I think that if they do another Smash Tour, they should also include Smash Run, because Smash Run was the more popular one, and I'd like to see an upgraded version of it that keeps the best of the old, adds in a little new, and same with Smash Tour. And I think there should be a list that tells you all what the items are found in like Smash Tour and Smash Run, simply because it'd be nice to kind of read up on what these objects are and what they do in game. Travis Touchdown would be an excellent choice because he's already had multiple games on Nintendo systems, on the Wii and the Switch. He has a myriad of beam katanas, can also combine his swordsmanship fighting style in with his wrestling fighting style, and with all the super moves he's had throughout the series, which would make for good specials, he could also use his giant robot from number 2 as his final smash. Isaac from Golden Sun has been requested for Smash for a long time and has been an assist trophy for a long time. He could be a sword fighter that uses all kinds of synergy, the spiritual power from the game, and maybe a way to incorporate those synergy hands that we've seen him use as an assist trophy, as a tactical special, or even as a final smash. Waluigi has been requested for Smash for a really long time as well. Cause we already have Wario, why not Waluigi? Sure, he's mostly been in party games, sports games, racing games, but he can be the sneaky, devious one of the duo between him and Wario and pull from moves that he could use from the party games and whatnot, or have Smash exclusive moves. Sure, he was an assist trophy in Ultimate, but people really want him as a playable character and will go bazonkers if he actually made it in. Neku Sakuraba is part of the game series The World Ends With You. The first game was on the DS, which eventually got an iOS port, I believe, and it had a final remix version on the Nintendo Switch, as well as a sequel, Neo: The World Ends With You. He's a character that could either team up with one of his friends as sort of a ice climbers thing, or he can fight by himself, using a myriad of special abilities that are elemental or physical from his game. So he would be a close range and mid to long range combatant. He'd be a little bit of all. And his alternate outfits could be different colors, or his adult outfit from Neo: The World Ends With You, or even kind of like an Alf situation and let the protagonist of the second game be an alternate outfit as well. Meowscarada from Pokemon Violet and Scarlet would make for a great grass starter Pokemon, since we didn't get that in Ultimate, but who knows, maybe we'll get Decidueye. But she would be interesting because she would be sort of the magician of the roster, pulling out all sorts of powerful grass moves, but in a showmanship kind of way, and her final smash could easily be something like that, and maybe use one of those elemental crystals from the game as part of her final smash. If they decide to keep in Sora from Kingdom Hearts, it would be interesting if they let in Riku from the same series. He has a myriad of outfits he's had throughout the series, which would make for great alternates. Given how his fighting style is, he would definitely be different from Sora, have different specials, maybe use the Dark Faraga, or the Helm Splitter, or what have you. And I believe his final smash would also be different, but beautifully theatrical, just like Sora's. Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia, I think by now should be an obvious pick, because one, he's basically the face of the series at this point. Lloyd just seems to represent it very well, at least for a lot of us whose first Tales game was Symphonia. He has a sweet amount of techniques, like the Demon Fang, which I prefer to call the Shockwave. He has Psy Tempest, Beast, and all sorts of cool, crazy stuff. Also, maybe he can have a gauge which builds up and unleashes his mystic arts, which is more powerful versions of his moves, and his final smash could be the Falcon's Crest. Ray MK3 is from the Custom Robo series and would fit very well in Smash. He has a gun, bombs, pods. He has a dash attack. He can have some pretty good jumping, and his final smash could use the Soul Boost ability, giving him stronger attacks, or maybe that can even be part of a gauge to turn into Soul Boost, and his final smash teaming up with all the other Ray models or using the Soul Boost. Believe it or not, Sakurai was going to put this character in Smash Bros. Brawl, and admittedly was going to be a unique character. But due to time constraints, he didn't and had to put in Wolf as another Star Fox rep, but at the same time was going to be more clone-ish. So instead of talking about it, I'll let you read at your own pace a multitude of reasons why this character would be good in Smash. This could help revitalize the Mega Man franchise, in my personal opinion. Proto Man could come in with his scarf blowing in the wind. One of his taunts could be his whistle sound that he makes. He could be a defensive shooter, and he's shown different abilities throughout the series. Mega Man X would be another obvious choice, having different powers he's absorbed from Mavericks. And maybe his final smash could be hit one of his super armors or his ultimate armor. And Zero already has an assist trophy, so they could kind of go off based off that. And his alternate outfit could be his look later on down the line. And he already has his Z-Saber, his Z-Buster, his Flaming Uppercut, that one technique, slam the ground, lasers come up. Maybe his final smash could be that, or one of his transformations, or what have you. No, what some people are thinking, what about Bass? He would make a good foil for Mega Man. Well, maybe they could put him in there as long as they don't make him a clone, make him completely unique, and maybe give him an extra jump compared to Mega Man, since he does do the double jump, I think. Final Smash could be transforming into Super Bass with his Robo-Assistant Treble, but I think he would be good in boss or assist trophy territory. Why not Tails or Knuckles? Well, I just think Shadow would be a better fit in this regard. Tails and Knuckles could be assist trophies or potential DLC down the line, but Shadow would be an excellent choice. He's different enough from Sonic that even if a couple of his standard moves were similar, he has a bunch of other things he can do. Chaos Control, Energy Darts, the way he runs, and his version of his super form could be, maybe it could be a little different from Sonic's. It'd just be cool to have him in because I believe he is different enough from Sonic to be put into the game. Monster Hunter, female or male, could be both be put in, and their alts could be the different types of armor they can wear. That's really popular, but I think the Rathalos armor would be the best fit. Their standards and special moves can be the different weapons they wield throughout the series, and their final smash could be maybe riding a Rathalos to shoot fire upon the people, or just Rathalos comes in, or maybe teaming up with the animals they've teamed up with throughout the series, Calicos or Big O Doggos. And of course, Geno from Super Mario RPG, which got a remake recently on the Switch, and he's been requested for a long time and was an outfit, just like Monster Hunter, I believe, was an outfit for the Mii's. But nonetheless, with his cool ranged abilities and his magic, and the fact that his theme song is just really cool, I think he would make an excellent choice and would give a lot of fans, especially since the remake is out, a chance to finally play as this cool puppet dude. Kalos from Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean Baten Kaitos, and Sagi from Baten Kaitos Origins, either one would make an excellent choice for this game. Kalos can dual wield punching dagger with his sword, and Sagi has that giant katana, or maybe it's an Odachi. They both have wings of the heart, even though one of Kalos's is technically mechanical or a winglet, so they can have like maybe an extra jump. They already have specials in their own games which would work as specials, and I think it'd be cool if maybe Kalos's Up B, the Fangs of Light, could actually work as sort of a bit of a healing technique, kind of like how Nosferatu does for Robin. But their final smashes could easily be using the powers of their guardian spirits to, well, for Kalos, unleashing really powerful Magnus attacks on people like Shining Seraph, for example. Or for Sagi, just unleashing a flurry of really powerful strikes with a radiant sword. You know, like his sword radiates. But they also have a myriad of other characters which work great as assist trophies or even possible DLC characters. Millie, Gilo, Savina, Sheila, Gibari, Liud, Mizuti, Shella. I think all these characters would be good, but Kalos and or Sagi would be excellent. If you're going to put in one, at least put in one of the females from one of the games. And maybe a bonus one down the road. I vote Gilo. Benjamin from Final Fantasy Mystic Quest deserves to be in Smash Bros. For a myriad of reasons. One, the battle music from Mystic Quest was incredibly awesome, and yes, you should go and listen to it if you're curious if you haven't heard it before. Two, he can wield a myriad of weapons. He has a sword, an axe, a dragon claw gauntlet thing that also extends out as a grappling hook, so which could work as a grapple, and he has mega grenades. And he has a myriad of magic as well. And before you say, oh, it's just another sword fighter, well, one, he has a shield, which the whole, like Link, stand still, pew pew, block certain hits. But he would be more or less like Byleth, with all the variety mixed with the magical variety of Hero. I got nothing against swordsmen in Smash. I think it's cool. His final Smash could easily be either having all his friends team up with him for a big group attack, using the big ship he rides in with his friend to crash into the enemies while his friend maybe finishes the people off with a ninja star or something. Or he could use like Holy, Meteor, and Flare all together for an incredible attack. I know he may not be a popular pick with many, but all that versatility, all that awesomeness, he doesn't need to be in his chibi form like on the Japanese box art. No, he needs to be in a more epic form that would suit a Final Fantasy character, I believe. And he was in a Final Fantasy the Rhythm game as a playable character, so in more than one way, he is not forgotten. Plus, maybe, other than having that really cool remixed music, what they could do for him is if you try to play the game with Japanese settings on, and you select him, he can go by his Japanese name, Zash. I just want to thank everyone who's stayed tuned with me trying to pump out all these videos that I've been promising for the longest time. And I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas recently. And who do you want to see in the next Smash Brothers? You can easily comment down below, because there's a lot of characters I didn't mention, but these are my own personal picks that I believe would make sense, and that are simply my personal picks. And remember, down below, if you want to watch me play games, my Twitch link is down below. You want to help support a really awesome game company, then you can use my affiliate link for True Play Games and see if it's your thing. And I got an incredible video coming up before the year ends. May God bless, Jesus loves, and Holy Spirit forever be with you. And until next time, stay floofy, be possum. Later, new.